Yeah, let's do a couple rounds of Sibling Showdown.
Oh, yes.
So here's the rules of the game. I'm going to ask each of you one individual question. We'll alternate rounds. And if your sibling answers right, they get a point. And if they answer wrong, then the other gets a point. So we'll see who wins at the end of the little game. So we're going to start left to right. So Amy, what is the weirdest thing that Jenn does while working? We all have our weird quirks and habits, but what is the most bizarre?
The most obnoxious is she hums with her AirPods in, so it's extremely off tune. And I'm like, I don't know what you're singing, and I don't want any part of it. I'm trying to listen to my podcast or do my thing. And she's like, so yeah, hands down.
Jenn, is this true? Is this the
Yes.
weirdest thing you do? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Amy gets 1 point. Jenn, what is Amy's go-to lunch order? Her tried and true.
Oh, In-N-Out, always. I mean, if there was a choice to go out, if you're making your own, it's so sad. It's like instant oatmeal. But I got the right one if we were to go out. Yeah, if we were to go out.
Well, let's even go a step further. If it's In-N-Out, what is the specific In-N-Out order?
Oh, okay. It's a not a double. What's the other one called? It's just a cheeseburger with grilled onions and fries and a Coca-Cola. That's it. Coca-Cola. That's it. Ding, ding, ding. If it was you in college, it'd be 2 fries. God, fries and a Coke. In college, every day of community college, this is how sad I was. I had 2 fries and a Coke. And I remember getting to my psychology class one day, and the In-N-Out drive-through guy that worked at In-N-Out was in my class. He goes, 2 fries and a Coke. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed. But yes, 2 fries and a Coke, which is so sad. No protein in that diet. Jeez.
No, it's just the carbs.
It's powered by carbs.
Yeah,
powered by
carbs and
sugar.
Gosh.
There used to be a guy at the California Pizza Kitchen where I was a server. He would come in, it was some waitress's boyfriend. He would come in and collect all the used grease from the fry oil. And he would use it to fuel his car. He had converted his car to run on fry oil, like vegetable oil. It was an old diesel Mercedes. I don't know. This was his job, was like retrofitting them. But I was like, this guy, he's figured it out.
Wow.
And he's got an inside woman with his girlfriend. That's amazing.
Wow, that's brilliant. Back to Amy. What does Jenn prefer, coffee or tea? And I guess the answer could be neither. So
coffee, definitely. Coffee. We're both coffee hounds. Yeah. Coffee with 1 scoop of Ghirardelli white powder. It's the white chocolate powder, and it's so good. They used to have it at my coffee shop, and they only sell it in the big industrial coffee shop size. And so we just have a big vat of Ghirardelli white chocolate mocha powder, and it's so good.
Maybe these questions are too easy. You are twins, so you know each other
It's
pretty
way
well.
too easy. It's like, what's Jen's deepest, darkest secret?
Well, it's like, what, do we have to go there? Like,
Do we have to go? Yeah, it's like, oh man.
Amy, your sister can only bring 1 album with her in her Walkman. What album is she taking?
Oh, okay.
there's a few good ones.
Yeah. Okay. Oh shoot. Gosh, this is like a really hard question, and the one thing I can think of is like not right at all. Okay.
Bringing her own record.
That would be so self-indulgent.
That's really funny.
But I guess there's no one to police you at that point, so just give in. Okay, this is so strange because you mostly do you don't do full albums a lot.
There's only a few, yeah.
You mostly
and
do
they dominated my
mixes.
Spotify Wrapped this year.
But I feel like it's not the same as mine, is it? Is that one you're thinking of? I mean, okay. Well, the 1975 Being Funny in a Foreign Language was on repeat in the office this year for sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say that mixed with Jenn has a Broadway and show tunes playlist that is like when we're on deadline and when we have to get a proof out and it's stress levels high, it's Broadway and show tunes.
Well, it's the
Same way. It's like you're not gonna eat healthy. You're not gonna eat healthy when you're on a deadline. You're gonna go your old favorites. You're gonna do the McDonald's. You're gonna do the Big Mac. Well, it's the same for me. It's like if I'm working on something that's high, like stress, thought involvement or stress, I can't be listening to new stuff or cool stuff. It's got to be just comfort jams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So
Well, this is pausing the game for a moment because my mother is an actress, my wife is a performer, and my mom had a theater for kids in our hometown of Taunton, Massachusetts, and we both worked there, my wife and I. And I want to know what are your go-to show tunes? Because my wife will probably sing in the background if you.
Oh my gosh.
I want to hear hers.
Okay,
and yours.
anything Andrew Lloyd Webber is my go-to. So like Evita, Phantom, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And then Les Mis, of
Les Mis
course.
is quality. We do definitely gravitate more towards
The
those,
classics.
less towards. Well, Rodgers and Hammerstein's always
Oh yeah, those are fun.
like Oklahoma, South
Oklahoma.
Pacific, because I love the movies.
Yeah.
Sound of
Oh,
Music.
okay.
Sound of Music too. But when people, I know there's a lot more like true
Like Sondheim
theater,
or whatever.
like Sondheim, and it's like Sweeney Todd, and I don't know why.
Nah.
It's like when it's like a lot of repetitive, and it's not like melody, like into the woods, like it's constant. You're just like, okay, I can't get behind this. Then again, I felt that way about West Side Story, and then I saw Spielberg's movie, and I loved it. I thought Maria was the most annoying repetitive song in the world, and then what's his face sang it?
Yeah. Oh,
and I
that
was
was
like,
beautiful.
it's actually not so bad.
I love that album.
So I do understand. It's
What
also-
about you guys though?
What we have on repeat all the time. Well, my wife's about to audition for Legally Blonde, so that's what we've been hearing.
Some more
on
modern
repeat.
ones.
Yes.
And
So
I
we have
never
more
heard
modern-
of those songs. So that's because they're all new, like written for the new, right? Like
Yeah,
Am I
so that
right?
was like 2008. So those songs are super catchy. Other things that we're listening to, this is only a couple years old, but Hades Town has some great music. It's a
Okay.
oh, I'm gonna have to save that.
fusion of like kind of blues music, but with
cool.
like very contemporary music as well. It's this modern interpretation of
Like Persephone.
yeah, Persephone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool Hades Town.
That I think you'll enjoy.
I know, because my tastes have not evolved. It's literally just what my mom used to play in
Our
the 90s.
mom used to
Yeah.
play this Broadway
Oh.
playlist, and so that's like pretty
It's
much
only just like pretty
yeah.
much all her stuff.
just
Yeah.
all her stuff. Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
Did you
Yeah.
all watch the or I know that this is based on a musical, but the new Matilda movie that's the musical.
One of our friends were putting on a production. They were in a production of Matilda. So we saw it literally last Friday. And the When I Grow Up will like bring me to tears if I'm
I
in
love
the
that
right
song. It's my
headspace.
favorite one. That was one of my most played songs.
That's what I was gonna guess
I
for your
know.
album.
And I was so embarrassed. I'm glad you didn't say it. But anyways, just because it's like designers are supposed to have, a certain level of like exclusive taste. And it's like I don't have it in my personal life. But I can present it when it needs to happen.
But I think the 1975 is a great album.
Yeah, that's a great
And you
album.
liked that one too.
I
so
did
yeah.
like that one too.
Yeah, you definitely get a point.
Oh, did you guys watch? I'm sorry, one last thing. Was it called Theater Camp?
Theater Camp.
Did you watch
the
this movie?
Is that the one on Netflix?
Is it? I think
or
it's on
Hulu.
Hulu or Peacock right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
have-
if we don't have Hulu or Peacock, so we'll have to find
Okay,
it.
you
Yeah.
have to find
rent
it. It's worth a
because
rent.
It is. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
And the finale. Well, first of all, it's hilarious if you are theater kids, which you are.
if
You'll
you
get
ever
all the
went to
jokes.
music camp or a theater camp,
And
like you're gonna die.
Ben.
Oh yeah.
Ben.
Oh, I can't remember his
from Platt, Dear Evan Johnson.
Platt.
Ben
Yeah.
Platt. He's in it. And the finale song is, first of all, they kind of tease the finale song, and you think, oh no, this is going to be terrible. And then at the end, it is so good.
Yeah.
It's worth a rent. It is.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Musical theater is like this life, but on steroids and like just personified so much that you can't like not like feel. And like I think that the joy of it, you like feel
Yeah.
whirlwind of emotions. Well,
It is. It's very extra.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
if only was real life was like that, singing and dancing in the
Like a
street,
musical.
spewing
Yeah.
her-
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Love that.
super serious. Jen, what is Amy's go-to workout routine?
Oh, you have a pair of 5-pound and 10-pound weights in your room, and you'll just watch you've gone through all the more well-produced crime TV. So now you're
exhausted Dateline and Forensic Files. There's no
so now
more.
you're watching like 48 hours from the 1990s. It's like old 1999 editions of 48 hours, and then you'll do your like
Then I just
these
do, like,
and your ab roller,
and then I just do my presidential fitness routine, which is like 10 squats, 10 push-ups.
you have like a rope that comes down from your ceiling.
Yeah.
You know how dangerous that was when you used to have to climb a rope to the top
four-story
of the
rope.
gym?
I can't remember when that stopped. Like, when did the
I
presidential
think probably when
fitness-
someone
Dude,
fell off the top of the rope onto the flat
No,
on
no.
the gym floor.
No, Britton, I looked it up too because I was like, I remember that so like viscerally, and I was like, that was honestly a great. I thought it was great. That's still my like, barometer for like how to do workouts to this day. But it ended in Obama, basically. It's just if you were curious.
Oh, okay.
And I was so surprised, but because I just thought it was a good, well-rounded thing. But remember that you'd have to do like pull-ups and like, yeah, it was fun. But yeah, that's still how I do my workouts.
I wasn't into fitness at the time, so I probably didn't do too good. But like, as I got older now, it's like a daily kind of ritual, if you will. Like, trying to get it into like, I don't know. I feel like it keeps me regular. It's not that it makes me happy, but I'm like unhappy if I don't do it, or slightly 10% less happy if I don't do it.
It's so true. You have to move. And as designers, we just sit on our butt all day and do the same repetitive mouse motions. So just to save my arms so that I can design for another decade, I've had to start doing workouts to like strengthen my forearm because it's like unevenly used. And so, and even my neck, to save my neck, I do tons of yoga neck workouts. And but yeah, my grandma, she would just be like, girls, all you have to do is 10 crunches a day. She was so wild.
No, she was all about dancing. She
was all about dancing.
Oh, dancing will keep you young. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And she was like the hot item in Bowling Green, Kentucky. She was, a widow with dancing shoes. So
Miss Bowling Green 1954.
Honestly, truly, she was. Ruth Jost was like she was an institution. It really was.
Amazing. All the boys would still coyly come up to her and flirt.
Truly, yes. She was a hot commodity.
Back to Amy. We got a few more. Maybe they're not challenging enough. Maybe I failed you on this game show, but we'll keep playing. Who? Oh shit! No. Okay. No, we'll end it there.
Shoot, and then it's like, and thanks for joining us.
That
would be a great way to end it.